everybody, it's Brooke, and I am going to be on the Zach Sang Show, and I just talked about basically my whole entire life, the ups and downs, so much, so be sure to check it out.
Let's do this. Zach Sang Show.
Hello, beautiful human. We got Dan here. Hey. And we welcome back to the studio. Brooke.
Hi.
Woo! An honor.
Hey, friends.
What is going on right now? The fact that you even have time to give us any energy means a lot.
Oh, my gosh. Well, it means a lot to have me on. Thank you. Feelings mutual.
Go. Your life right now is on another level, on every different level of your existence, right? Because you're being challenged in new ways. Your schedule must be insane. You're traveling still on tour.
Yeah.
Can you just give me like a glimpse into your average day?
For sure. So for those of y'all who don't know right now, obviously I'm a pop singer, pop artist, doing my music all on the road, but I'm also on Dancing with the Stars, which has been such an incredible experience. But it's very like rigorous and pretty, an intense schedule. So I have not had a day off since before I started the show, which was in like August.
We're at week 5 right now.
Yeah. Oh no, I think we're going into week 6 of the show.
Which is
I think 7. I lost count. But life is crazy. I'm balancing being on the show, doing like 5 to 7 hour rehearsals every day, and then also traveling, performing, doing press like this. But it's been such a fun ride. Like, I enjoy it. Sometimes I get tired and I'm like, oh, gotta get up. But like, for the most part, I'm having such a good time and I'm challenging myself, you know.
In new ways. I mean,
Totally.
You're doing things that you've never done before.
Literally. Like flips and tricks and all this stuff.
Is this the hardest you've ever worked?
Yeah, I would totally. I mean, yes, I would say that for sure, because the dancing, I don't know any of these styles, and so I have to retrain my brain to learn like the jive and the rumba and contemporary and all this stuff. And then also I'm traveling, doing my shows. I go to Miami next week. I was in Nashville like last week, I think, and Texas before that. And
you still rehearse on the road.
Yes. So my partner Sasha will fly out with me. So I'll like fly in. I'll get on a 5 a.m. flight, get into the city, rehearse for a few hours, and then get hair and makeup ready to go to Glam, and then do a show for like 30 minutes or something, or 45. It depends. You
say retrain your brain. I mean, that's exactly what you're doing. Like, you have to rework and rewire your entire, like, the way your body moves, the way you hear music.
Literally. Because, obviously I've been on stage and I've done choreography before, but it's more so like free kind of hip hop-ish choreography, pop. So different than ballroom, because ballroom's very detailed and it's very technical. And so I have to be conscious of not just the feeling of the dances, but it has to be about technique, where I point my feet, where I move my hips, where I point even my hands, my fingertips, my shoulders. It's so much to remember. So it really is like, this is all new for me. Like, I feel like I'm coming onto the show. It's a blank slate. I definitely don't feel like, oh, I have an advantage. I'm in the bag. I'm good. No, this is all new.
So people are watching your every little move. And you're saying, like, down to where your fingers go, everything is being watched. Is leading up to going out there and knowing that you're doing it on live television, do you have a process? Do you have a ritual? Do you say anything to yourself to get you focused and zoned in before you walk out there?
Yes. So I think being a performer does help as far as like being able to channel that energy. But before, I go on, like you said, it's completely live. I'm being judged by real, dancers and real professional judges who know technique like the back of their hand.
And America
is watching. I don't get another take. It's not like, oh, if I mess up, okay, let's just redo it. No, it's purely live. So I get very nervous before. So I like try to breathe, but it's funny because I kind of put my partner Sasha through it. usually it never fails. Like I can feel like I know the dance forwards and backwards, but it'll be like 4 minutes before I go on, I freak out. I go to him and I'm like, Sasha, wait a second. Is this move here or is it here? I think I'm forgetting it. I really do freak out because I get so nervous and I see, the judges judging everybody in their notes and I'm like, oh my gosh, I have to be on point. So I get super like freaked out. But what I do before is I always try to breathe and just like take a moment to really just zone into, okay, you know what you're doing and this is your moment. Have fun. And I always pray right before, like, please don't let me fall. Don't let me mess up. And if I do, please let it turn out well. But yeah, usually my ritual is just basically freaking out before.
What are you thinking about while you're out there? Are you thinking about your next move, or is there a point where you just like black out and go?
It's both. So, well, for this past week, it was Disney week, and I did Beauty and the Beast.
Congratulations on an incredible round of dancing.
All nines, right?
Yep. This is crazy. All nines. I could not believe that. That was unreal to me, honestly.
Highest score of the week.
I know.
Sadly, they weren't eliminating anybody. I think that's total bull squad.
It's because it's Disney week and usually,
too friendly.
You don't want to be going home and Mickey, like you're saying bye and, you see that image as the last thing. That'd be pretty dramatic. So they're being nice. But that one, I actually felt, well, again, I got really nervous. But it was nice because I felt like this dance, it was more free. It wasn't as much about the technique. It was more about the emotion, which I got lots of emotion, especially when I dance. So that I feel like helped me this week. But yeah, when I'm in it, it's like sometimes I do black out and I just kind of just go. It's like a machine. But sometimes I will like be thinking, okay, this step next, this step next. I'll be telling myself, Allie, slow down, breathe, calm down. And actually, my partner, Sasha, he will tell me too. He'll be like, slow, quick, hit, right.
Really?
1, 2, 3, uh-huh.
While you're out there, he's communicating with you?
Yeah, so usually like you can do that. So the pro dancers can communicate with their partners.
Whoa.
So it helps. But yeah,
I've never heard that. Like I can't hear it, obviously. So.
Yeah, I don't think the microphones are on. But if you look real close, you'll sometimes see like a little note here or there. But for the most part, I'm very prepared, and I make sure I go on the floor knowing my stuff. And then, it's hard though because if it's a fast song, it's really easy to go ahead of the music, which is what I did week 1 for the cha-cha. And the judges pointed that out. And so I've been working on that, and I've been getting better, which is good.
You started your Dancing with the Stars journey dancing to a Fifth Harmony record.
Yeah.
Was that your choice?
No, so they actually gave it to me, and I was like, what? Like, that's crazy. Like, this is going to be great. Right up my alley. Does that make sense?
Right up your alley.
But, like, I'm more comfortable because I obviously know the song forwards and backwards, and it's my song. So that was really cool and comforting.
What did that mean to you, though? Sorry.
No, it's okay. I was finished. It was so cool because it was like in that moment I was able to kind of show people where, in a way, I came from, but also like being able to kind of just dance through it and show people where I am now. Like, this is my past, and now I'm in a whole different present and a whole different future. It was really cool to like pay homage to that, and I know the fans were super excited, and it was really cool. Like I didn't I was like, man, I didn't get like the scores or the comments that of course I wanted to hear at first, but that was okay because I didn't want to start at the top because I want to grow. You know what I mean? So that was really cool.
And also, if you get the highest scores right out the gate, everybody's going to be looking at you.
For sure.
Cause a lot of pressure. People are going to put a mark on your head.
Yeah, right? Mm-hmm. So I'm glad, like, in the moment I was like, oh, man, I wish I could have done better. And there's one part that I messed up. I was like, dang it, I was so close. But it's okay. Like, that was my first time braving the ballroom floor, being judged purely on my dancing and putting myself out there. So I felt I felt proud, and it was cool to be able to at least do it to that song.
Hey, beautiful human, real quick, I just want to shout out New Chapter. I am so grateful to them. They're helping make this interview possible. New Chapter is a vitamin supplement brand that supports every chapter in your wellness journey. You ready? New Chapter's natural products are formulated to work with your body, and they're made from the finest non-GMO and organic ingredients. They're easy to digest and grounded in proven science. This is not like bull squash. Discover wellness your way and build your custom regimen with supplements that actually work. New beginnings really are possible, and it can start with something as simple as New Chapter's incredible line of products. Find New Chapter at the Vitamin Shop, Whole Foods, or at your local health food store, or online, like a part of trusted retailers though, like not random places. Go to newchapter.com. You can go there for more information, or you can buy it at like VitaCost. VitaCost online. New Chapter vitamins at the Vitamin Shop, Whole Foods, and your local health food store. Try it out. It could be for you. And what did it mean getting all nines? Like when you see them hold up that little card.
The paddle boards.
Yes.
They're iconic, the little paddle boards. Man, well, if you see my face just says it all. I wear my heart on my sleeve. I get very, like, I don't know, I get emotional because, you know, being on the show was not just about, you know, going on and having fun just to be on the show. This was a journey for me, you know, because I talked about it on the show that I would get reamed for my dancing in Fifth Harmony. Like, a lot of people were so mean to me and would make, like, viral videos and would just spread it around the internet, make fun of me, say all these types of things, and that really hurt. Like, that completely, like, broke my confidence in myself, and it made me feel like this is not fun anymore. You know, I'm losing confidence in myself. It was really, really horrible, and so I'm actually very insecure about my dancing, but being on the show, when they actually asked me twice, so they asked me last year, and I said no because the timing wasn't right. I was just starting my solo career. I had to figure out the music and scheduling. It was kind of, everything was up in the air. But I'm so glad because this year was so perfect for me to be on. It was like, it couldn't have been better timing. But anyways.
Was it an easy yes?
Oh, well, see, it was hard because I was so insecure and I'm like, wait, I'm going to, you know, I already am insecure about my dancing. I already get judged on my dancing now. Like, I don't want to go up there and be judged again. And what if I do really bad? And what if all those, like, insecurities and comments just come back times 5,000? I was really nervous, but I'm actually a big fan of the show. I've watched it growing up with my mom, and, like, I've seen people, how they've transformed. They've become different people on the show, and I thought that was really cool. And, like, just to be on the show, that would be a fun experience. Like, I remember being on the set a few years ago, and it was so much fun, great energy. And, you know, I kind of had a lot to process, but I really wanted that experience, and I really wanted to kind of just push myself, challenge myself, and grab this opportunity of becoming a better dancer and kind of seeing what I would come out on the other side, you know, because I knew it wasn't going to be easy, and I wanted to get better at my dancing. So what a better way than in front of everyone.
Dude, throwing yourself into the fire.
Literally, that's how it felt. I was nervous, but I was also really excited because, again, like, fan of the show, and now I could be on it, and my family was like, oh my gosh, freaking out. So it was one of the best decisions I've ever made because so far it's been shaping my character, completely changing my confidence, and I just feel like I already feel transformed in a way. I know it's barely halfway in, but you spend every day with your partner and every day in that environment. Yeah. So it's so amazing. And I would encourage anyone who wants to be on the show, like, you should definitely do it.
Discipline, dedication.
Absolutely. You learn it all.
While you were in Fifth Harmony, did you think you were a good dancer?
I thought I did, yeah. I thought I was. I would go in those rehearsals, put in my 500% every day, and I would work really hard. I'd take home the videos and work on myself, and I felt great. But I guess, you know, I think also a lot of it was taking out of context. So a lot of people would maybe see me do a move, but everyone else was doing it, but the camera happened to be zoomed in on me.
Yeah.
And I felt like, okay, there's this one video, which I actually ended up tweeting when I announced Dancing with the Stars. I was like, guess who's on Dancing with the Stars? And then doom, 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 that viral meme. So it's kind of like, yeah, guys, I am on the show. But that video was taken out of context. Like, we were doing some show and we were supposed to be, fun and cute. So I was doing like these facials and I was like doing the moves really cute, but they zoomed in on me and I will admit it looked really funny. But it's like, they happened to catch those moments, that everyone else was doing but me. And, I feel like looking back, like, yeah, there were moments where I wasn't as strong, but maybe because I didn't get as much, like, how do you say, help or something with my moves, and maybe because I was shorter, and everyone else was taller, so maybe it just looked different. But, that's a growing experience, and, now I'm here. Now I'm on the show, guys.
Dude, the internet is a blessing and a curse.
Totally.
Number one. And number two, yeah, you're an incredible dancer.
Thank you.
I'm going to put my money on you winning this thing.
Oh, my gosh. Wow.
Oh, Allie Brooke, I campaign for nobody for nothing.
Wow.
I'm going to campaign for you.
Wow. Pressure's on. Thank you, Zach.
I want you to win.
Thank you so much. Obviously that would be phenomenal. That's what I'm working towards. We'll see what happens, I'm thankful for wherever I end up, and so far it's been I don't want to say like life-changing, but it kind of has been. So
I
that's
totally
a gift.
Get that. Like, you're rising to this challenge.
Yeah.
And you're not just rising to it, you're owning it.
Thank you very much. That's right. So that way, if anyone else out there feels like I did, scared, insecure, almost, didn't take that opportunity because I was scared of maybe what people would say or think. I chose to take it, and it's been, again, like one of the best decisions ever, and I've had the time of my life. I hope I can continue having the time of my life by staying on the show. I just want people to know that they can do things that scare them. They don't have to let it stop them from doing what they want to do.
Do you wish that this dancing side of you came out earlier?
No, I think everything, I think this happened at the perfect time. I knew I always had it in me, but I was meant to go through certain seasons in my life to be able to grow into who I am now. Maybe at the time I didn't understand, or at the time it wasn't fun. I wasn't happy, but, now I am. And I feel like if I didn't have that, then maybe this wouldn't be as impactful.
Rewarding?
Rewarding, yeah.
Because you really are like it. You're defying the internet's logic or everything that they've cast against you.
For reals, man.
Do we like these people that we're competing against on this show?
Everybody's so nice. Like,
I know you're the nicest person ever, so you're gonna say that about
no.
anybody?
I actually mean it. Like, seriously, like this whole cast, like everybody is so nice and supportive, and it's really cool because whenever I get off the stage, like literally everyone is there to clap for me or cheer for me.
Yeah, it's nice.
And it's really like, I appreciate that. It's like a real community and little family, and that's what happens when you're on Dancing with the Stars. It could be the most random people or people who may never have crossed paths, but everybody's been so lovely and kind and welcoming to me, and yeah, it's been awesome.
I heard rumor that like the whole cast goes to dinner afterwards or something.
Oh yeah, so we do this thing. We go to mixology. Wow. So afterwards, it's like a cast party. Whoever wants to come. I think I was there. Usually, my parents are in town, so I like to take them to dinner. But I went with my brother actually and his wife, and we had a blast. It was really fun. We had drinks and food.
Okay, who do we need to take out though to win this thing? Who
take
is it?
Out
Sailor Brinkley Cook.
I call her Sweet Sailor.
Wow.
She's just like a little angel. She's always smiling.
We got to get rid of her.
Really close to her. No.
No, she needs to be eliminated.
Why?
She's your competition. Don't you want the mirror ball? I want you to have the mirror ball.
I wish maybe we could. I was gonna say not we could all have it, but like it's just so hard because now like people are really getting eliminated
From
this point on.
Oh, yeah.
It's like
competition's fierce. Your friends are going to be dropping.
these are really my friends. Like I'm super close to Lauren and Sailor, Hannah, like the girls.
Yeah, Lauren Elenia.
Like Lauren Elena. She's amazing. You got to check out her music.
Sorry, Lauren Elena. I looked at your last name and I said it phonetically.
Oh yeah.
James
Elena.
Vanderbeek, we like him?
We love James. Everyone. Kate, I forgot to mention Kate.
Oh, Kate Flannery? She's an icon.
I love her. She's just as funny like in person too. Like she's super quirky and some of the things she says I just am dying cracking up. But she also gives me advice too, which is nice.
Like what?
Like if I'll be really nervous cuz I get nervous. She'll be like, "Oh girl, you just killed it. Don't even worry. You're doing amazing." She's very, very sweet. And we just talk about random things like music and Christmas and people we have mutual friends with.
She does like Christmas.
Yeah.
I think she's a part of a music group that sings has
Yes.
a Christmas album.
Exactly. Her and Jane Lynch.
Yes.
They went out on tour as well. But they did, I believe, a Christmas album. And yeah, so we were talking about that. And, she's great. Like, I love that I can talk to people on the show. It's not like, oh my gosh, the air's so thick because everybody's so competitive. It's like, we're just friends and we happen to be in a competition.
That is very nice. I want to bring out this competitive side in you.
Roar. I do have a competitive side. I'm more quiet. I don't like to be like, blah, blah, blah. I'm more
Are you prepared for the tone to switch, though? Because it will switch eventually.
gonna switch. Wait, what do you mean?
Like the tone of the
within
show.
contestants?
Yes.
Well, like, wait, what do you mean? You think that, like, people are not going to be as nice or something?
As the field gets smaller and smaller.
That's going to be tough. That's going to be tough. I feel like, yeah, because then it increases. Like, I think we do more dances and it gets longer. It's going to be tough, but, I mean, I'm ready. Like, I'm ready to move on this competition and to continue on. And each week, like, I feel like I've already given so much these past few weeks, different sides of me. And I'm not done yet. I want to do so much more. I mean, I know there's a lot of different dances that I want to do. I haven't done yet.
What's up with Len?
Lena!
How do you feel about his comments?
I feel like I think he's definitely like the Simon Cowell of the show.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's like his role, And on his Twitter name is even, I think it's Grumpy Len or something like that. So he owns it. But he's actually, like, I feel like a lot of his comments are actually really constructive. And all of theirs, to be honest, there hasn't really been a moment where I was like, they were so wrong about that or anything like that. Because I know they've commented on sometimes my technique, arms, me being ahead of the music. And that's what I do struggle with. And that's what I remember when they give me those comments. So I don't really feel like I feel like they're pretty spot on, actually.
Yeah.
But he's really nice. I met him before one show when we were doing dress rehearsal. I met everybody else but him, and I was like, Len, you're the only one I haven't met. Hey. And he was like, hello, darling. How are you? He's the sweetest guy. He was so sweet. So I think it's just character.
Have you?
And I'm cracking him 1 week at a time, guys. Because first week compared to now, so different. I just got to keep it up.
I mean, have you touched him since he told you not to touch him?
I gave him a hug. I gave him a hug that one time. I was like, hey, what's up?
Good to know.
Right?
Yeah. What does it mean when someone like him gives you a 9? Does that mean a lot?
Are you kidding me? Yes, because he's like the judge. He's really, really tough on contestants, and he's really looking for, great technique. And when he gave me that 9, I was like, are you serious? I kind of had to earn his, I don't want to say like respect, but earn his scores and his love. And that's okay, like that's what I wanted to do. But it's really cool, like kind of starting off a little lower, because I started off low on the leaderboard, and now I'm currently, we'll see how far it goes at the top.
You're at the top.
Well, now that you've gotten 27,999, is there, like, do you think, like, okay, how can I get a perfect score? Yes,
for sure. It makes me want to work harder, and now more than ever, I'm focused on my technique, because that's what they're looking for, And I think these next few dances that they're going to give me, I think what's left is just technical dances. So I'm like, I got to make sure my feet are right, my hands are right, my frame. And that's tough because you're doing so much in one time. And you have to remember, first of all, your steps in general, and then frame and like hands and hips. It's really tough, but it makes me want to like do even better. I can't go backwards, you know? Or at least, I mean, I feel like it's going to be hard to get like all 9s again.
Yeah.
But I'm aiming for getting a 10 soon.
You can do it. You can do it.
That's right. That's what my mom says. So, thank you. And Zach.
Yes.
And Zach says.
If you need like somebody to pump you up on the
Right.
sidelines, I am totally around.
Yes. Oh, wait, you got to come to a show. Hello. I can't believe I haven't.
Anytime.
You are welcome anytime. You guys, you're all welcome.
I will go. Dan doesn't leave his house much.
I would come to that. That sounds fun.
Would you come?
Yeah.
It is fun. Like, it really doesn't matter, like, your age, if you watch, if you don't. You have fun. Like, my brother, he doesn't watch. But he came in and he's like, that was so awesome. It's so much fun. And his wife, the same thing.
It is really cool. I went once with my mom.
Yes, Mom.
Actually, I saw you guys perform Fifth
Wow.
Harmony on Dancing with the Stars like 2 or 3 years ago.
That's insane. Yep, because we performed there quite a few times. And that's where I got even more love for it. I knew, like, okay, this is a really great environment. And I had some of my favorite, like, just memories there on that set because it was such good vibes. But yeah, it's fun.
We have a lot of music to dive into, by the way. Because
We do.
2020, we're going to have an album.
Yes, at some point, boo. I feel like my fans have been asking me, and I'm like, listen. I'm like, 2019, fall. But yes, so
2020.
right, 2020. I plan on right now just kind of continuing to put out music and singles and kind of show everyone what I've got, and then the right time and the right place will be an album. I'm feeling like my spidey senses are saying summertime, but we shall see.
Here's what I got to say. Don't rush it because the records you're putting out there are freaking awesome.
Thank you.
Lips Don't Lie,
Thank
low
you.
key,
Yes.
quality.
Thank you so much, man. Thank you.
How would you describe this sound? And is it essentially the start of everything else that's to come?
Yes, for sure. Well, first of all, I want to say thank you for saying that because when we all kind of went, solo, I really took my time to work on my music, and I was the last one out of Fifth Harmony to put out music, and I was kind of like, it wasn't even like my team, but I feel like a lot of outside noise, like, when's your songs coming, girl? When is it coming? And I kind of felt a lot of pressure, but I wanted it to be right, and I really felt like those songs were quality, and the fact that you say that means a lot. And it ended up being like the best thing ever. And again, I believe it's all about the timing. But I'm glad that that's really nice that you say that. That means a lot. It's really cool.
When you say that it's right, what makes up it being right? Is it the fact that it sounds different than other stuff that's out there? Definitely, it is your own lane amongst you and the rest of the girls.
For sure.
So what made these records right to put out and right for you?
Honestly, what I can just say is just you kind of have, like, I went through, I recorded over like 50 songs in just a few, weeks or months. And, you get excited, but then, you kind of feel like, oh, the music needs work, or the lyrics need work, or the melody, it's almost there. But when you find that record that you feel like represents you, you can't really describe it. It just feels right. Everything from for Low Key, because that was my first single, everything from the music to the lyrics to Tyga being on it, it all just clicked. And I felt like it was such an amazing way to show people who I am, like a bang, like this is me. And even in the lyrics in the chorus, it says, low key, you should really get to know me. And, because now I'm on my own and kind of showing people this is Allie. You see that in the music video. I'm a performer and a singer, and I have a lot of different flavor and vibes to give. I'm sweet and I don't want to say I'm sweet. I didn't mean that. I meant like sometimes I can be like, I don't know. I feel like I always want to be kind to everybody, but I also have this like flavor and this other side of me that's like also like sultry and sexy that I like
Yes.
to bring out.
Is it, I had on my sheet, like, Does sexy come naturally to you? Because you've been.
Does it?
I mean, dude, your Dancing with the Stars performance when you did Tina Turner.
Thank you.
Very sexy. Lips Don't Lie. Very sexy. Low key.
You want me to say it?
Yes.
Very sexy.
Yes. Thank you.
Is that natural?
I don't know. I don't know. I feel like when I get in a zone, it just kind of comes out, and I love it. Like, I feel like in my normal everyday life, I mean, I still like to feel a certain way and feel good about myself, but I feel like I can really bring that other character into my music and my videos and my performances. And that character's name's Allison, and my fans know that. And, you know, it's just really fun to channel that part of me. I mean, I feel like it definitely is a part of me. I'm a woman. So it's really nice to bring that out at the right times.
So sexy you is called Allison.
Yes.
Wow. So does Will get Allison?
What?
Does Will know Allison?
The audience gets Allison.
So what is Will left with?
Who-
Allie Brooke? So what is
Oh
Allison?
my God.
Okay, so Allison is one half of you.
Yeah.
What's the other half?
Well, the other half's more like outgoing and fun and, you know.
Wholesome.
Like, I guess. Yeah. That's the right word. More like wholesome and fun. And the other part's like fiery, sexy, like different.
Got it.
Yeah. I mean, it's all the same, but different, if that makes any sense at all.
Oh, yeah, 100%, because it's all you at the end of the day.
Yeah, exactly.
Different sides or shades of you.
For sure. And I love that. I love that I'm able to fully show that now that I'm on my own. You know, I feel like a lot of people actually didn't expect that. They maybe expected me to kind of come out with something that was more like, I don't know.
It could have been anything from like Christian records to
Yes,
like.
and I still want to do, by the way.
By the way, totally
For
cool.
sure. Mm-hmm.
I saw you actually, we watched Tori Kelly together in a church.
Yes. Oh
Great
my
show.
gosh, that's right. That was in the fall, I believe.
Yeah, it was a long time
Almost
ago.
a year ago. Yep. And I love her. She's my friend. And actually, she's trying to come out to see me on Dancing with the Stars. We're trying to work out the schedules. But she's so wonderful. And gosh, her voice, she is one of the greatest singers of our generation. Hands down. Like,
Truth.
she's incredible. But it's cool to have her support. And, you know, she's a believer and a Christian out there representing in her way. And she supports me in the way that I do my way. And it's really awesome that we can I don't know, we can just be friends. And she helps me and gives me advice sometimes. And I'm there for her. So it's really cool. Like, she's a friend that I really cherish.
She's a good egg.
She's a good egg, y'all. A real good egg.
So, but you're back to what people could have expected from you. I mean, it really could have been anything.
Yeah. I feel like, to be honest, people may have expected something more, I don't know. Like, I feel like people thought it was going to be, I don't want to say,
Generic.
yeah, there you go. Dan knows. I feel like that. And that wasn't me. And maybe that was shown in the group, but it wasn't like me. So I was waiting to kind of break through those walls and show people like, this is actually who I am. And I was glad I can show that through. Low Key was a start, and then Lips Don't Lie, Higher.
Oh my
and-
God, Higher is phenomenal.
Thank you.
I mean, it reminds me of like a J-Lo song from like the late 90s, like a club song.
Thank you.
It's
That's
so
a
fun.
compliment. Thank you so much.
Tell me about that song, where it come from. I want to know it all.
I love you. You know what's so funny? It's not even like really like my single. It's like, well, we're not like sending it to radio or anything.
But
so
why?
I know. I don't know. I feel like it was a collaboration. So kind of just, I mean, I love the song. I love the song because of its message, and you can finally hear me sing.
Yes.
It's uplifting, and it's just so cool. People love it, and that's like the greatest feeling. I'm not even like, I guess, pushing it that hard or anything. So that feels really cool. Thank you.
It's so good. Why
I'm
would you
shy.
not want to push a song like that if everyone's
Oh no, I
loving
mean,
it?
I love the song. I'm pushing it, but like, I don't think it's out like to radio or anything. But it's so cool. Okay, I gotta tell y'all something. Last night, I can say it right, Will. Okay, last night I found out that it debuted number 50 on the dance charts on Billboard,
Oh, that's huge.
which is crazy.
All right.
I was like, what? I was like, check your email. I'm like, okay, and I checked, and my other manager, Charles Chavez, he sent me that, and I was like, oh my gosh. And I called my parents, and it's just crazy. You know, it's so cool. Like, this song's kind of getting a little life of its own. I love that people love it. I love it because again, the message. It's so uplifting. It's talking about how your own self-love is taking you to higher places, and it's a really feel-good record. So thanks. Come on, Dan. Appreciate you.
So, I mean, you just get that record, and what lyrics, what part of that song stands out to you right out the gate?
Oh my gosh. There's so many in that song that really spoke to me. I mean, the chorus, obviously, is just kind of in your face. My love's taken me higher, higher, higher. Look up, you'll see me higher, higher, higher. It's like I'm finally in a place in my life where I feel great about myself. I feel empowered. I feel confident. I feel in control. And I just feel literally like my own self-love is taking over. And when you look up, y'all, you're going to see me. And it's really cool. Like I want, little girls to sing that and boys and just everyone. It doesn't matter who you are. I think that message is so important. And it's something that I've found recently, and it's really, really, it's incredible.
Could you have sang that song like 5 years ago?
No, definitely not. Definitely not. I feel like I was just at such a different place in my life, and I had to go through so much to receive the gift of now and knowing my worth and feeling like 100% in myself and kind of discovering who I am. So it's cool, it's gratifying, and it's like you can't really put an adjective on how it feels to feel like you're just happy, you're just soaring.
How'd you know? How'd you know when you found yourself?
I feel like when I had the opportunity to be a solo artist, when that was happening, when we were all going on our own, I felt like in that moment I was kind of picking up the pieces in my life, because maybe a lot of people don't know, before Fifth Harmony, I was in LA back and forth from Texas to here to try to pursue a career. And so I kind of left some of that alley, some of that part of myself there. And I wish I had put more of that into Fifth Harmony, but that's okay, because my role was my role, and it ended up leading me to here. So it worked out the way it was supposed to work out. But now I feel like when I went solo, like it was that time to just completely readjust my life and say, who do I want around me? Who's going to be my team? Who's going to have my back? I really had to find the right management and everyone. It took a few tries. Like I tried a few managers and they were great, but it didn't really work out because either they couldn't really execute or they didn't understand my vision. Yeah. And that's okay. It's kind of like, anything, or like dating, you just date until you find that person. But I kind of just found people at the right time. Like I started working with the right producers who they led me to my management and my now label. And, it's that. I feel like that planted everything. And I talked to, Will was managing me, and he was helping me out, but he knew he needed someone else to complete the puzzle, and to, someone who kind of, had, more experience and the big guns kind of, so to speak. And so, I was working with a producer, and then I had a collaboration with this artist named Messia, and we met Charles Chavez through there, and now he is my other part of my management / he's also my label. He has a JV within Atlantic. It's kind of confusing, but I'm trying to explain it correctly, and it works. And I told him, like, look, this is my vision for myself. I want to be singing records, global records, some that are in Spanish, Spanglish, English, but I want to be a pop artist, and I don't want to just stay in one genre or one lane. I want to be able to express myself in different ways, because that's who I am. And I feel like nowadays, especially, you can kind of do whatever you want, but it has to be right. Like, I'm very particular about the lyrics and songwriting and the image. So can you help me out? And he saw it from the beginning, and he saw this, like, in a way, like Latin firecracker that was waiting to come out. And, we worked together, and I just knew instantly, he really understood my vision. He knew how to execute what I wanted. He knew how to protect me as far as, like, if I wasn't comfortable with the record or with certain lyrics, he wasn't there to be like, oh, just try it. No, he was like, okay, let's readjust it and I'll have your back. Yes, if they want you to change it or not. It was great. And then everything just came together. We worked for months and months and months on finding those records. And we put out Vámonos with Messia, his artist, which that was my first record on Spanish. And then everything else came after that.
But correct me if I'm wrong. Like you essentially have now everything you didn't have with Fifth Harmony. Because
totally.
If you didn't like a lyric, you had to sing it no matter what.
Yeah.
If you didn't want to sing
I kind of learned my lesson.
Well,
I learned my lesson, man.
Yeah, you learned a lot.
Yeah, I did. I feel like I always wanted to be like, I always wanted to be a people pleaser. I wanted to never hurt anybody's feelings. I always wanted to do, make other people happy. And in that, I didn't really make myself happy. But now, being on my own, I took all those lessons from the past and applied it to now. And now I understand that, hey, like, you can be a woman and you can be in power. You can say what you want. You can say no to things you don't want. And it's okay. It's all about doing it in a respectful manner and always staying true to yourself. That's what I had to learn. And now, I still have my good days and bad days where I'm like, I don't want to say anything. I don't want this person to get upset. But I have most of the moments are like, I know what I want. And I'm going to, talk to this person about adjusting this or whatever. And like 99% of the time, everybody's supportive of me and on the same page and understands. So it's amazing the lessons I've learned.
It is kind of wild.
It's pretty wild.
It must be hard looking back though, because like Fifth Harmony, like you were in it, but that wasn't you. That wasn't showing off what you could do.
Totally.
How that must have been so frustrating.
It was so frustrating. But I was like balancing all these different roles, kind of feeling like I was being the mom and I had to be an example and a leader, but also kind of do what I could with what I was given and be grateful. But I kind of struggled because I'm like, wait, everybody would want to be in my position. People would kill to be in my position, but I'm not really happy because of some of, situations that are going on or like, the things that I'm given. I'm not truly being able to show what I'm capable of. But that was part of the process, and I was 1,000,000%. I put my freaking blood into Fifth Harmony and squeezed all the juice out that I could that was left, and now I'm here, and it's really cool because it's a story, and it's a glow up, yeah. as my fans say.
It really,
but it's cool.
That's the right way to refer to it. But do you feel like you were treated fairly for all the blood and the sweat and the tears that you gave that group?
I feel like I don't know. I feel like it's just difficult sometimes.
It is hard to quantify it because,
it's a good question. Probably no.
The answer's probably no.
No.
But then again, you wouldn't have the career you have now.
Exactly, and that's that's totally fine. And like, again, you just learn from life, and you learn from your experiences, and that's okay. Like now, I know what to expect from things and people in life.
Totally.
I hope I'm explaining myself right.
I think so.
Are you the most confident today than you've ever been?
Yes. But I want to make it very clear. It's definitely not arrogance. It's just like confidence. Like feeling like I can do things. Like I can be on a dance show and do well. I can actually do the jive and I can actually do the rumba and all these cool things. And I can be on that stage and perform and be Allison or Allie. And I can express myself. Like I really feel like now all the lessons from the past have molded me into who I am today, and now I'm really owning my power. And I love that nowadays, like especially women are being so supported of being their own bosses, and because it's true, it's hard being a woman in the industry and wanting to get the respect that you feel you deserve without people thinking you're a what. But it's just about being respected and about us staying true to who we are and being comfortable. And it's cool because I've learned that. And even people like look at like Lady Gaga, who's so in control of her life and her career and how far she's come, and Rihanna and Jennifer Lopez, and I see that they're bosses and they're in control and they know what they want, and they've evolved so much, and they inspire me to do the same. And it's amazing to be inspired by all these different people and to know that, like, hey, I'm a woman in control, and that's a good thing.
By the way, it's really humble and nice that you even had to clarify that you weren't being arrogant. There's not a single. I don't think you could be arrogant if like you really tried. I don't. You're such a nice person.
You know what? I think that comes from when my X Factor audition aired. That audition made me look maybe a little like a little full of myself. And people were so mean to me after that audition. They were like, she is so arrogant. She's so full of herself. She's this and that. So that's why I feel like I always declare by myself. That's like still sticks with me. And it was how long ago? Like 7 years ago?
That one moment.
Yeah. Oh my God. It was bad. Just look at the original comments on that if you can. It's probably super old, but they were so mean to me. So that's why I'm still working on myself. I still overthink and I still, it's like a daily adventure, but
because
I feel like I just want to make sure that people know me and they know my heart.
If anybody ever questions this human being's heart, know something. It's very kind. It's pure. Like you are.
Thanks,
you really
man.
are a nice
Appreciate
person.
Thank you. Same.
Back to. I understand why like you think about those things, but can you look back in your life and be like, there has to be a collection of X Factor auditions that stick with you, right? What like, do you get what I'm saying? Like,
oh yes,
moments that created a reaction that you take into account.
Oh, for
moving forward, because it changes the way you like normally live a life.
1,000,000%. That's the thing, and I feel like especially now, like this generation, we deal with that a lot. We deal with anxiety and man. I feel like the right word is like triggers. Like for me, there are certain things that'll trigger me into like past comments or something. Like I remember I was in rehearsal with Sasha and I saw myself. I think I like messed up on a move or something. Sort of freaking out. I was like, Sasha, I can we change the move? I can't be looking crazy. People are gonna make fun of me like they used to. I had a freak out moment. And there's just certain things that kind of trigger you. But it's good to like breathe and just remember like you're a work in progress and you're owning your stuff and you're out there doing your thing and that's okay, and just I constantly have to work on myself. Like I feel like I'm fully confident, but there are also sometimes those moments where I'm like, crap, this just triggered this and now I'm like in a spiral. Does that make sense?
Yeah, totally. But work through it. Figure it out, and that in turn makes you stronger.
Exactly. You nailed it.
Yeah, you can't drown to it or like bow to it.
For sure. And I feel like the show's given me that sense of confidence in myself, and I feel like I've been so much better, and I feel like I'm just at a point in my life where I'm like, I'm just gonna be me, like screw it, like just gonna be myself, whether that's nailing, perfect 10 dancing or if it's like a 7 or something. I'm just gonna own it and be me, y'all.
Because, by the way, if you're true to yourself and you really are just yourself, nobody can say or do anything to take you down.
Exactly. And that's the beauty of life and where I'm at. And I'm so happy with where this year has taken me. It's literally taken me higher. But I had to add that in there.
Well,
it's been incredible.
I want to take Kel Mitchell out. So
why no? We love Kel.
No. You're gonna take him out.
We love Kel.
What is he doing? When is he gonna be voted off?
Oh my gosh, I don't know. I hope it's not me voted off.
No, you're not gonna be voted off. I'm gonna campaign for you.
Would you really?
I hope. Yes, I'm gonna hang up posters. I'm gonna talk about it on the air.
Yes. Oh my God. Thank you. Every Monday night, y'all.
You must watch Allie. You must vote for Allie. She will win.
I'll hypnotize you.
You deserve the mirror ball.
Thank you, boo. I know I'm working my tail off for it, so.
So we're gonna take Kel Mitchell out.
Oh my God. No,
James Van Der Beek.
I love James too.
He's got a lot of kids.
He's on number 6.
Whoa.
I know.
At what point do you reach Army?
I don't know.
Army.
Small
Close
city.
for Army.
a neighborhood.
Right?
Sean Spicer, do we like him?
You know, he's really nice to me. He's really nice to everyone. And it's crazy because, like, everybody loves him. They're all like, Sean. I'm like, hey, guys, I'm here, too. It's kind of funny. But he's really nice to me.
He's nice, yeah. He probably is like, he probably feels like he has to be extra nice, you know, mainly because he's seen as the guy who fed the American public with lies for quite some time.
Yeah.
You know, just one of the ministers of propaganda.
You think she's going to respond to that comment?
I'm just like, I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't like to get in that.
But like,
well, he's really nice. And the thing is, we're in a dancing competition. We're around each other a lot. So it's like you get to know everybody, and, you know, everybody's been supportive of each other. And, you know, that's something that we just kind of hold on to, and we have a good time.
yeah, you're there to dance,
Yeah.
you know? You're not there to get to know each other on a deep level.
Yeah. They're to dance. Have a good time.
Do you think like somebody like Sean Spicer could win?
Oh my gosh. I don't know. I
think Allie Brooke can win.
Oh,
thank you.
Here's
I hope
the deal.
I win. Shoot.
Honestly, I mean, know you could win.
See, the thing is, what I do is I look at it like everybody can win, so I have to be my best. That's how I look at it.
Hell
like,
yeah.
just because I'm on the leaderboard doesn't mean I'm going to stay on there. So each and every week I'm going to bring it. That's how I feel.
That's right. We got to keep those technical moves tight. We need to keep those 9s, 10s,
Yeah,
nothing
right?
less than an 8.
Oh my gosh. What if I get a 10 one day? What should I do? I'm going to come back. If I get a 10, I'm going to come back.
Please.
Well, I'm going to come back anyways, but I mean, like, you know.
By the way, yeah, if you get a 10, like, what are you going to do? Have you thought of that moment?
Steal the paddle from them?
Who are you?
Steal the paddle. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll go like, can I keep this paddle?
Who are you going to thank?
Right? Thank whoever gives me that dang paddle.
What is it that you like about collaboration so much? Because a lot of the music you put out have features on them.
I have a lot of collabs.
Yeah.
For me, it's whatever like the artist can bring to the record that's different, that elevates it, that kind of gives it a new breath. So for low key, like Tyga, I mean, he's just fire. So I'm like, Tyga, if I sing the ABCs, well, you can get on that. He's such an amazing artist and one of the best rappers out there, in my opinion. And it was so exciting to have him on there. And he really just brought that extra cool factor, and his flow and his rhythm was insane. And then A Boogie, like, it's really cool what he did with the beat. Like, his voice really fit.
So good.
And he's an amazing artist as well. And he's on the come up, and he's had some really great success. But I like to see if they can kind of add something new to the record, like an extra layer.
And then will you say this didn't work if it didn't work? If they didn't
Then I'd
make
be like, okay, sorry, y'all. No, I'm just joking.
Try
Right?
it again.
Well, I feel like we go after them with the intention of like knowing that, hey, like I'm a fan of this person. This person is really great. So that person's just gonna add greatness to the record. And
the
so
album-
far, it's been working.
Yeah, is the album going to be you, or is it going to be a lot of collabs?
I do have some collabs for sure. It's fun. It's fun collabing with other artists because you mix those worlds. That's another thing that I love, is that you mix different genre styles, sounds sometime. And there are going to be more collaborations.
Hold on. Talk to me about this album. How completed are we? Because this album's not slated right now. Rough slate, summer 2020.
Yeah.
I mean, like, we got some time.
I feel like it's halfway for sure. I mean, it's halfway. And obviously with the songs that I have now, and then some other records that I'm like, just ecstatic about. It's like halfway. So we'll see where the next, 8 months lead us to.
Now, the last question I had, and sorry to end it this way, but do you miss anything about Fifth Harmony?
I feel like there were some fun moments for sure. Like just being able to experience, all of that happening at once, the success and the ride and the traveling and the world tour and stuff like that. But I think, everyone would, to be honest, say the same answer. Everyone's probably really happy on their own.
Everyone seems much
and
happier.
It's natural. Everyone, seems much happier. Everyone's killing it. And, we all started as solo artists. And I definitely was pursuing a solo career even before that. So I'm just thankful to be in where I'm at now, and I'm so much happier being where I'm at now. You know, I feel like I look at the girl in Fifth Harmony and I see someone totally different, you know. And now I'm just more confident, and I'm showing people who I am, and I'm brave, and so many different things into one, and I'm just so happy being where I'm at.
Yeah, you guys ever talk about that? You're like, hey guys, look what we did together, but look where we're all at now.
It's crazy. No, we don't really, because everyone's like really busy. Yeah. But I mean, I'm sure we think about it. Like, I definitely think about, man, I was part of that. I'll hear Work From Home or Worth It or whatever, like a song, Fifth Harmony song come up, and I'm like, I was part of that, y'all. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, I mean, one of the biggest songs, it's a timeless record.
It's crazy. We broke records. We were iconic. Just saying.
Yeah, you were.
So it's pretty cool. It's like, I was in that.
How do you balance, and correct me, as somebody who has had religion in my life in different ways, right? And in different spurts and periods of my life, how do you balance being Allison and this sexy individual who can make these music like Lips Don't Lie and being a Christian?
Yeah. I feel like that's a question I've asked myself a lot. I've asked myself throughout the years. Well, I feel like it's about the relationship with Jesus. It's not even, for me, it's not even necessarily about like being this perfect human. It's about trying to be the best human you can be, and like just having that relationship with Jesus. Like, he loves me the way I am, and I'm not perfect. Nobody is perfect. Even people who you may think, man, they're perfect.
They're not.
But for me, it's just about that relationship with him, and trying to live my life as best as I can and show love to so many people like he did, and just shining my light. Like, that's really what it is. And, you know, I feel like, yeah, and I'm just so many different things, and I feel like he loves me no matter what. And maybe sometimes my parents will be like, oh, girl, Allie. And I'm like, I'm sorry. But, you know, they still love me, and I'm always going to be a work in progress. So that's what I feel like.
Dude, it's a great way to live, right?
Yes.
Like, why
absolutely.
be comfortable and complacent with who you are today when positive change and evolution can come tomorrow?
Exactly. That's the thing. And, like, just knowing, like, I don't know, I just always want to emphasize, like, Jesus loves me the way I am. Jesus loves all of us the way that we are. And I think instead of focusing on, like, certain aspects on maybe someone's life, it's just like, hey, I just want to show you his love. That's it.
Hell yeah. We should let Sean Spicer know that Jesus loves everybody the way we are.
Yes, he does.
I think that would be so beautiful.
Yeah, right.
Allie Brooke, I could talk to you for a long time, but please
same.
come back.
Oh, I will. Thank you for this interview. Thanks for having me. You're awesome. You've been a supporter
Forever.
since the beginning, so thank you. Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Come back once you win the mirror ball.
Oh,
Yes.
I do that for sure.
And I promise, if somebody complains of like finding tacks in their dance shoes, I didn't put it in there.
Oh my gosh! Don't you dare!
That wasn't me. That was
I'll be like, Zach.
But hey, we can knock a few people out of the competition. Am I right?
Oh my gosh!
Sean Spicer might play dirty like that. I don't know.
Oh my gosh!
You're obsessed with him.
He's a character. Allie Brooke,
for
everybody.
sure.
Love you.
Love you. Thank you.
Hey, beautiful human. Thanks for watching our full interview, but I get it. Like, a full interview is a lot. So we got a clips channel. We don't expect you to watch the full thing anymore, so we just gave you the highlights. Please subscribe and notifications and all that stuff. Okay, cool. I love you.